Hey, what's up, Jules? Good morning, man. What's going on this fine morning, Sunday morning? I'm doing alright. I'm still trying to wake up, truthfully, but I'm not doing too bad. How about yourself, man? You doing good? Nice. Hey, I was working on the sounds. Let's try this out here. These two should only work for you specifically. Let's try it. No. There's number one. Did you hear that? Just doing some morning coffee here. Try it out yourself. See if it works. You can hear it okay? No. Oh, yeah. And the next one is full, like, I'll just type it in chat, but without the exclamation mark, so you can hear it first. So type exclamation mark full stack and see if it works. That one didn't work. Hold on here, let's see. What happened? Hold on a sec. Nah, I would have thought that would have worked. Maybe try again in a moment. I don't know why that didn't work. I'm looking at it, doesn't seem to have a cooldown or anything, so I don't know why that didn't work. Yeah, would you mind trying again in a moment? And we'll get it to work one way or another. Still didn't work. Full stacks Bobby. It worked for me, so something happened here. Let's hold on. One second, I'm gonna try to see why it didn't work for you, but only for me. Hey, good morning, Shining. How you doing today, man? Do, 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 do. Let's see. Can you try it again, Jules? Oh, you know why? That's an O in your name, not a zero. Is it Jewel Zero or Jewel O? Capital O. Going pretty good here, Shining. Thanks for asking, man. I'm just drinking some coffee, trying to shake the cobwebs, so to speak. and chop some Yew Logs and set up a couple sound commands. That is a 0? I thought so too. Might be an O. Let's see. The number, not the letter. Okay. Yeah, alright. Shining was right. Well, then what happened? Because I typed it as a 0. JUL0682. Try it once more, Jules. See if it works. If not, I'm confused. Because the first one worked, and I set it up the same as the first one. We'll figure it out eventually, but... Grab another coffee? That sounds like a plan. I finished my mug of coffee, now it's on to my...
Put your faith in the light.
Nice, Shining. I like that one. Jewel, I don't know, man. I'm sorry to say. I don't know why it's not working. We'll square it away eventually. Full stack.
Full stacks, Bobby. No.
See, that one works. I don't know why yours... I'm so confused. Yes. Yes. That one's confusing me, Jules. We'll figure it out eventually, but... Ooh, a bird's nest with a ring in it. Yeah, we'll figure it out, man. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but... Maybe try it in like 5 minutes after your coffee or something. We'll square it away. Somehow. Maybe not this second, but... So we're up to date on our sound clips, except for Miss Esri and Nate Dogg. Waiting to hear what they would like to have. Hey, good morning, Criddle. I'm doing pretty good this morning. Thanks for asking. I was just telling everyone I finished up my mug of coffee. Now it's on to my thermos of coffee. I'm still very tired. How you doing, Criddle? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. Drinking coffee yourself, I trust. My nose is a little stuffy. Sorry for that. Criddle, what's your weather been like? I've heard reports up north of rain and or snow. Don't do what? Did I yawn? Hey, goats. So I'm starting to think the whole point of this game is just to level skills. But then, what do you do with all the skills you acquire? Well, there's a lot of quests, for one thing, that I have not done yet. There's 281 quests. And I've only done the ones in green many years ago. The one thing that you can do with these skills is that each quest might have some kind of skill check that goes along with the story of the quest or something. That's one thing. I have a cup, but I don't have my travel mug. Where'd it go? Raining for you? And to be honest, Goats, I'm not even the best person to tell you what you can do with all your skills because I kind of don't even know. I'm out of the loop. This game is almost 20 years old and I haven't played it seriously in many years. So... Ah, I see. And obviously with the higher skills you have, you can make better stuff using that skill. That's another thing, Goats. I got 86 woodcutting last night, and I got halfway to 87. So I'm pretty happy about that. That's right, Goats. Make better stuff to get more skills. I'm starting to think that Goats is not going to start his RuneScape career anytime soon. Oh, it's snowing for you, Jules. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. Perks of the job, eh, Goats? What are you guys up to today? Anything special? I just found out that I'm going to have Chinese food for lunch, probably, so that's pretty exciting. Chinese food is like a half-hour drive away, so I don't get it as often as I perhaps used to. Criddle asking the crucial questions here. You know, Goats, I feel like I watch a lot of videos about what is and is not acceptable in the workplace as far as accepting gifts. I think a travel mug is under the category of acceptable, but like football stadium tickets or something like that, NFL tickets or something like that, they usually say that might be inappropriate. Inappropriate. So, just in case you were hoping that you met some sort of arbitrary corporate guideline that may or may not be imposed on you, Goats, I'm just letting you know that if you ever had to answer to anything such as that, you would well be within the confines of acceptable. It was for Christmas. Very good. Yeah, I'm not suggesting you're doing anything you shouldn't. It's just that it reminds me of all the trainings I have to take. It's like, they set up this scenario. It's like, Joni's been working on, you know, the Smith account for 3 years. And the Smith account is really hoping that X, Y, and Z can happen. And in an effort to grease the wheels, Smith Company tried to pay Joni, you know, some sort of vacation with her husband. Should she accept? It's like, I don't know. What's the Criddle update? You had work yesterday? Sounds like you're not at home today. So who knows where Criddle got lost in her town and ended up. But hopefully she can make her way home soon. The ethics of gifts from reps is not an issue that comes up in our place of business. No, I wouldn't think so. And the only reason it comes up in my place of business is because people don't want to get sued for anything. Might actually be a little refreshing not to be knee-deep in corporate America. Not that I am, but I certainly work for a place that's a little more corporate-y than it sounds like you do. Not really a fan of corporate, but Gots to pay the bills, I guess, eh? I do enjoy working for a smaller, less corporate affair. Yeah, I could see that. Like, I bet you don't have an well, maybe you do. Do you, here's just a question. I won't speculate. I'll ask. Do you have an HR department? Maybe that's a necessity for everyone because you gotta hire and fire. But you don't have an HR department. See, I guess I'm kind of HR. See, already you're living a good life, buddy. Every professional job I've ever had an HR department. Even though my first job, the HR department was just the secretary because it was a very small company. So it was like one lady doing everything. But yeah, even those two letters together, HR, it even has a bad connotation in my soul. HR department stands for human resources, and they're usually responsible for like trying to mediate between people and prevent drama and stuff, like, and also set up like all your employee stuff. Yeah, exactly. It's under the guise of being there for employees, but you know full well it's not. You can't fool me. Keep the peace. That's right. I think Criddle is her HR department at her salon. She was telling me she was filing some paperwork the other day for it. Keeping the peace is my job. Fair enough. Nah, it's all good, man. I don't imagine that you have to worry about HR departments with your electrician work. So why would you know that? Yeah, you're your own HR department, exactly. So if you don't have to deal with it, there's no reason to be familiar. Yeah, Criddle keeps the peace in her salon between all the other lovely, lovely female. What's the technical term? Is it hairstylist or like if you had to write a resume, Criddle, what would you claim your current job position to be? I just tell myself to keep the peace. There you go. Keep the peace within your own brain. Hi, Penelope. She comes down to see what I'm up to. She doesn't like when I sit on the computer. She wants to do other stuff, but hairstylist. Okay, cool. So Criddle keeps the peace between the other hairstylists. Whenever there's an issue, they all go to her, and she calmly and efficiently sorts it out for everyone. Oh my gosh. My back is in trouble. A simple stretch is almost debilitating. Run with scissors. Hi, Penelope. What do you want? She's just staring at me like, what are you doing? She was already outside this morning, and I gave her breakfast, so hopefully she'll chill out. Hey, good morning. Well, good afternoon, Elistani. We already went through this on RuneScape chat. It's almost evening for Elistani. How you doing, man? What did I do to my back? Nothing specific. Just sitting in a computer chair for decades will distort the human anatomy. I need to take a yoga class and stick with it for a long time because I've always been very inflexible, and it's not very comfortable to be inflexible all the time. I have a yoga mat, I just never unraveled it and did it. Working the trades, that doesn't help either. You sound like you recently woke up. I did, man. I woke up an hour ago. Which, sleep until 9? That's pretty late for me. But I did stay up till 1 last night. I was partying in my shed, having a cigar. Chopping yew trees in my shed on my laptop, ladies and gentlemen. While I puffed on a lovely cigar. That was my evening last night. I have tennis elbow, and I don't even play tennis. Oh, that's something, man. You know, a lot of StarCraft 1 players, they get, what's the pitching thing? Tommy John syndrome? I don't know why it's called Tommy John syndrome, but it's like your elbow gets screwed up if you're a baseball pitcher. Some StarCraft 1 players get Tommy John surgery, but they don't play baseball. Just once in a while, I felt like having a cigar. And even then, I only puff the cigar. I don't inhale the cigar. That would be pretty brutal. I like those emotes, goats. I had a cigar that was like minty. It was called Java Mint. So it tasted kind of like smoke and mint chocolate, which is pretty nice. I drink quite a lot often. Should drink less. Yeah, I used to drink a lot, like in college and stuff, but I got away from that. Mostly because I don't want to spend too much time being hungover. So, yeah, I don't really drink anymore. Yeah. Well, listen, I don't recommend having a cigar. It's not like it's good for you. But once in a while, it's enjoyable. Puff on a nice cigar. I mean, by nice, I mean like a $10 cigar. It's not exactly nice, but something for a Saturday, you know? Why not? And the best part was I was in my shed in my yard, but there's electricity in there, so
Full stacks, Bobby.
Hey, it works now. I don't know what happened, but it works now, man. Sweet. Full stacks, Bobby. You don't seem like a person that uses any kind of stuff. Well, it's mostly because I don't talk about it much. But Jules and I were talking about if we become billionaires, we're gonna hang out together and smoke cigars and eat sushi. So that kind of got me. That planted the idea in my head. I'm a man of mystery, Elistani. Watch Bobby stream reruns? Oh my goodness. It's difficult for me to watch old stuff of mine, but I've tasted normal tobacco 2 times. Yeah, it's not too good. Hey, what's up, Grove? Oh, I'll have to remember the song. I was trying to sing a song for Grove last night at 12:30 a.m. in the morning, but he was busy, so I was letting him finish up what he was doing, and then I fell asleep, so I never got to sing the song. What was the other thing I was going to say about being a man of mystery? Oh, the other thing is that I primarily only listen to death metal. But a lot of people, when they find that out about me, they're perplexed because I don't fit the part. I don't look like that. I don't fit stereotypes. Hey, what's up, LPG? Why are you mad at me? Because I didn't sing the song to you either? Did you tell the folks about your tobacco adventure? Yeah, we were just talking about my cigar in the shed last night. Because I had my laptop in the shed and I was cutting yew trees while enjoying my cigar. Seems like you're the one stereotyping. Yeah, well, so what if I am? You wanna fight? I think I could never stop drinking beer. Beer's too good and also whiskey. You do want to fight? Now that's something we wouldn't do together. I don't listen to that music, gives me a headache. Ah, fair enough, man. Yeah, it's not for everyone. I do want to fight, now what? Well, you know, I guess I didn't know how that was gonna actually come to fruition if you agreed to the duel. We're slapping each other with gloves. I demand satisfaction. A duel. Bob, you only don't look the part because you've cleaned up. College Bobby looked like he enjoyed death metal. That's true. Yeah, that's accurate. College Bobby was like, hey, I guess I won't shave or get a haircut for like 6 months. Let's see how this goes. Spoiler, it didn't go very well. Have some good background music. I can never understand what they say. Yeah, that's true. But at that point, it's not so much about what they say. It's just that the vocals is another piece to the music. Like, it's another melody in the music. It's almost like another instrument. So, if I think of it like that, the overall sound to me is pleasing. College Bobby had hair that went to his shoulders. It's not untrue. Hey, with the pandemic, I didn't get a haircut for like 7 months either. I was starting to look like a... My friend kept telling me I look like a NASCAR truck driver. Like a truck series driver. Whatever that means. Listen to Iron Maiden? That's pretty good. Run to the hills. When are we getting access to that town? I have to do a quest for that, right? Not sure when we'll do that, but at some point I probably should start going through all these quests that I've never done. I dislike high-pitched death metal screaming. The deeper growling is much better. Yeah, I agree. I'm on board with that. I don't mind either, but I could understand that sentiment. Has a bunch of quest requirements? Oh, more than one? They sound like mad dogs. I want that as a custom sound, Run to the Hills. Can you clip it? Clip it and redeem your points and it shall come to fruition, my friend. It'd be fun to watch you questing. See, how does questing work? I feel like I cheated questing like years ago, like 10, 15 years ago when I would quest. I would just look up the guide and then follow the guide. Because I don't know enough about RuneScape to get the clues and stuff. Hey, LPG, thank you for the hydration. I have some Nestle berry water here that I will drink in your honor. Thank you for being concerned about my hydration. So I guess, Ilistani, all I'm saying is that if I was questing, I'd probably just look up a guide and then go do it. Because I don't know how else to quest. You've used the guide for every single quest? Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people, I think, are like that. Only a small number don't use guides. So not everyone can input the sound commands. Yeah, the way it should work, Jules, is if you've requested the song, or I'm not the song, the sound effect, it should only work for just you. So the two that are assigned to you specifically are the now and the full stack.
I like my coffee crisp.
How come the dogs are tired? They're up late. You can't do quests without a guide, it's not worth it. Exactly, yeah, it would take way too long. So for instance, Jules, if you were to do exclamation point coffee crisp, that should not work for you because it's assigned to goats. Because that was his redemption, you know? I should put on my trucker hat? Why? I don't have it here. It's upstairs, I think. I have several ornamental hats above on my shelf. 4 of them, in fact. You know, it's not every day I use the word ornamental. I feel like today's a special day because of that. Whoa. But there are 2 sound effects that are for everyone currently, which is furnace. If you're having furnace troubles, I feel bad for you, son. And also lament is for everyone. What other fancy words do you know? Well, yesterday we were talking about supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I didn't quite pronounce that right. But we were talking about a bunch of fancy words like that. Lament is a classic, indeed. I had to get it back. No one's in the house anymore? No one's in the house anymore? Would you prefer if I say so-and-so's in the house? I used to have an old coworker 2 or 3 jobs ago by now that used to say that. And it caught on. Someone would come into the office and be like, "Oh, John in the house." And it was just so stupid that I don't know. Go figure, something stupid I picked up. Milkshake? How many channel points do you have, Grove? You need 10,000 to redeem a sound. Elistani, your sound effect used to be Elistani in the house, right? Now that it's coming back to me. 7K? Oh, you need to save up 3 more, buddy. Elistani in the house. I remember now. Well, we could always get that back. If you save up the channel points, I guess. How do I get more points? Well, each level of subscription will up your point multiplier. So the only way to get more points... Well, first of all, just being here gets you more points. You accrue them over time. But if you want to get them faster, the only way to do that is by subscribing. And that's not my rule, that's Twitch's rule. I'm just telling you how it works on Twitch. My milkshake brings all the bobs to the yard. How many bobs would show up? You had like months, like up to 6 months without any stream from you, and then when I saw you the weirdest hour playing some retro game, my command was still there. It was always worth the wait. Well, I'm glad you liked it, Elistani. Stream is pay to win? I guess so. How was your guys' family chat last night? I might need to get more coffee. No. Oh, yeah. I'm happy to have these sound effects back. I missed them. And if you want the bot to say something specific too, I can change it. It could even not have a chat at all to go with it. How were these current ones bought by viewers? Just with the channel points, Elistani. If you check on the little clock underneath the chat box, you'll see the channel rewards. And one of them is for 10,000 to get a custom sound. It's better that the bot replies. Yeah, I think so. Oh, how were they created? Oh, sorry. So I recorded the sounds. Oh, no one bought the furnace thing. The furnace thing was me just trying to figure out if I could get it to work. And then once I got it to work, I just left it. So furnace and lament is open for everyone. Because no one bought them specifically. If that makes sense. But now it didn't work. What the heck's going on, Jules? It worked last time and now not this time? I don't know, man. We're gonna have to figure it out. How is my furnace? It's running well since Wednesday, thankfully. Jules, I don't know what's going on. Nothing's working now for you. Is it limited by user? It really shouldn't be, though. I'm so confused. Our power's working since the power company...
If you're having furnace troubles, I feel bad for you, son.
Yeah, then it worked right away for him. I don't know what's going on. What about the Crips thing? What Crips thing? Oh, how about the last one, Coffee Crisp? That was Goats. Goats bought that one. Oh, it's all good. That was Goats' purchase.
I like my coffee crisp.
Jules, I have no idea why it's shunning you. Actually, the Coffee Crisp was a clip from the stream. We were talking about some commercial about a candy bar called Coffee Crisp that I guess is in Canada, but it's not here in America that I'm aware of. So we were checking out this commercial just because I had never seen it. And that was like the tagline in one of the commercials is that this person liked their coffee crisp. Does anyone have a horned raptor? Oh my god. Some real old inside joke. Yeah, I don't know, Jules. They might have banned you. But I don't know why. Oh, yeah, it's all good, man. No, like, yeah, if you redeem a sound, I like if it's either it could be a clip from my stream, it could be a sound effect from somewhere else, or I could record something for you. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, as long as it's like, you know, family friendly, I'm not gonna record something vulgar, but like if you wanted to have Elastani in the house, similar to how we used to have it, you know, I could certainly do that. Do you remember when you were opening the door to the Epic Sax song? Yeah, I do actually remember that. Is that clipped anywhere? I don't remember. Very epic music at the moment. Can my custom sound be the entire JB story? I think that'd be a little too long. I think that's like a half hour. You enter some house in RuneScape, and at that exact moment you say that in the house thing. That would be pretty fun. Alright, here, check it out. Bobby in the house. Bobby in the house. Bobby in the house. What is the time limit for custom sounds? It should be no cooldown at all. Yeah, that's more of a church, I guess. Truth, to be fair. Bobby in the church. That doesn't flow off the tongue as well. Bobby in the house. Lisa needs braces. Bobby in the house. Lisa needs braces. What is the clip length? Sound clip length? I don't know, probably under 10 seconds, I guess. Well, I'm glad it made you laugh, man. $132,000 XP to level 87. That's not too bad. The bonus XP is helping quite a bit, though. I got Linny's sound effect all queued up if she comes by. We got 2 for Jules, although they intermittently work for some reason. We're waiting on Miss Esri to get a recording of Jinx meowing, and also Nate Dogg cashed one in, but he mentioned he was going to message me on Discord to tell me more, but I checked Discord this morning and I didn't see anything from him, so I'll have to ask him later. Yeah, you broke it, man. Where's Penelope? She's on the love seat, about 15 feet away from me. Wishing we were doing something better than chopping Yew Logs, but... Yew Logs are fun to chop in the morning time. Where's Blue and Marley? Yew Logs. Yew Logs. Full stacks. Full stacks, Jules. Hold on. Full stacks, Bobby. Oh, yeah. Her collar gave her a rash? Really? That's unfortunate. GG. I think harnesses are better. Oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you something. There's some... Penelope has some kind of sweater that has a tag on it that says Gooby. LPG and Grove have a dog named Blue, but the one time Blue had on a vest or something that had the is by the company called Gooby, Gooby. So then we started calling him Gooby. No, wait, there was more to that house thing you used to say. You always said, "Holy Toledo, folks." Oh, yeah. Holy Toledo, folks. Elastani's in the house. Something, I think that was it. Yeah. Holy Toledo, folks. I'm like a parody of myself, I guess, at this point. Let's light some fire. Gooby dooby doo. Gooby dooby doo. Where are you? You got some work to do now. I'm still half asleep, to be honest. Oh, I need more yew trees. Back then it sounded more serious, now it sounds wacky. Well, I guess I'm a little too animated. Can I have minutes for a custom sound? No, I can't give you any minutes. Just subscribe to the channel already. Get your minutes faster. Let me extort you for some hard-earned cash. Hour? What? What did I say? I can only yell at LPG about subscribing because I know her in real life. Voice command lasting an hour. Oh, that'd be a little long. In fact, LPG, you should get the tier 3 subscription. That costs the most money, because then you'll get a 2 times multiplier. Here's an idea. What if someone's custom sound effect is the entire length of this stream right now? And then the sound effect is just replaying this stream. Was that a unicorn in the background? It sure was, Mr. Goats. You don't know me. You don't know what I've been through. It's my body. I'll do what I want. First, who gets to activate their command will be played in the entire... Exactly. Pretty nice looking unicorn. Anti-Gamer enjoyed seeing the unicorn yesterday, and she did not want me to kill it. But Goats, you have a choice. Would you like me to kill this unicorn, or would you like it to keep existing? Because I'll kill it. I'll kill it right now. This majestic creature doesn't deserve to live. That's my type of humor. Nonsense. Same here, man. The dumber the better. What does a unicorn drop? I'm not sure. It'd be nice if it dropped its horn, so that I could sell it to the weird Chinese medicine market that grinds up like rhino horns and stuff. Should we kill it and find out? There's 2 votes for sacrifice. And my little cat pet's gonna feast on its corpse. Feast! How rare are unicorns? Not very. There's always a couple unicorns hanging out in this grove of trees here. This grove. So if I kill it, it'll just come back. It's not a rare mob or anything. Can you ride it? No, I don't think so. It's a horse with a horn. No, I can't ride it, unfortunately. Sacrifice for the sea god. We're waiting for Goats to give the thumbs up or thumbs down. See, there's another unicorn right there. Next to the picnic bench and dandelions. Can I pat the horse? No. I can only kill it. Or leave it be. Leave this one, kill the other one. You got it. Let's go. You've been chosen for death. By a random... Well, not random, but by a person in my stream. Mr. Goats has sentenced you to die for nothing other than the crime of existing. Let me take off my staff and punch you in the face. And with 2 crushing blows, Bobby puts it out of its misery. You're scorching your pet with my cape, I know. Let's see what it dropped. Hey, unicorn horn! Check it out! Ooh, we can grind it up. Excuse me. Hey, what's up, Wooji? Grove 131 says always sacrifice. And then you have bones here too. You can bury the bones to increase your prayer level. So let's bury these bones. Snort that horn. Let's grind it up. Grind up the unicorn horn dust. Where's the option to snort? I don't see the snort option. Don't bury the bones with that high prayer level? What do you mean? No, I don't want to chop that tree. I want to go back to the yews. Anyway, the unicorn horn dust is probably used in herb lore to make potions. Better put my staff back on. Excuse me. Oh look, it's a daily challenge to bury 25 bones. I got 1 out of 25. Later levels, you don't bury them, you sacrifice them at an altar. Oh, really? I didn't even know that. Grove is doing the sea god prayer. Do you have a house or... yeah. Funny story about that. I actually wasn't sure if I had a house. And then Elistani showed me how to get to my house, and then it turns out I did have a house that I must have gotten a long, long time ago, but there's nothing in it. How do I get back to my house, Elistani? I forget. And then I could probably use my construction skill to put furniture in my house. See, I can make a small oven at level 24. Some wooden shelves. Oak dining table. Yeah. Sure could. My construction level is pretty low, but... That's what it said, a wooden oven. Yeah, that's kind of strange, huh? Is that what it said? No, sorry. A small oven and wooden shelves. If I can remember how to get back to my house... oh, I remember. I can teleport there. You want to see my house? Yep, that's right, Yastani. Thank you. The sea hymns inspire religious thoughts. It's very true. Yeah, then we can really be in the house, right? 1 second, guys. Okay, we need a law rune, an earth rune. Was it an air rune? No, wait. Yep. Alright, so with these 3 runes, law, earth, and air, and level 40 magic, which I have, I can teleport to my house. There's no place like home. Here's my house. I mean, it's kind of like an instance, I guess. Oh. So here's my house. Bobby in the house. Bobby in the house. As you can see, there's not too much here. What is this? House settings. Number of rooms. 3. It only looks like 2 rooms. Call butler. Leave house. Expel guests. Let's call the butler. Wait, build mode. What is that? You cannot enter or leave build mode while sitting. Oh. You must hire a servant first. Alright. Let's look at build mode. You should pick up your pet. Oh, come on. Fine. How do I pick up my pet? I don't know how to pick up this pet. Can you store things here? I'm not sure. Can you get a bank here, Elistani, at all? Everything's kind of stored in, like, your main bank. And every bank accesses your main bank. Illuminati. Are you the avatar? What do you mean, avatar? Oh, actually, the pet interface is right here. My bad. Dismiss pet. There we go. Alright, now. Oh, what happened to my build mode? The menu went away. How did I get it back? Sad face. The bank is like a giant e-chest. Yep, pretty much. The avatar is the master of all the elements. Right now, I'm just the master of fire. Not sure how to get back that build mode thing. Toggle building portal? What? Uh-oh. Oh, is this build mode? Oh, you can make more rooms in your house, I guess? Maybe? Table, fireplace. A tree. So, I'm imagining there's a lot you can do here, but I'm just not sure what it is. But here's my house, for better or worse. I can certainly stand to improve it as time goes on. We'll see. Now I'm going to teleport back to Sears Village. And away we go. Teleport to Folksville? Imagine if that was a possibility. What should I get for Chinese food for lunch? My usual go-to is either General Tso's chicken or lo mein. I don't think it's a place with sushi, unfortunately. You like General Tso? Sesame chicken? Ooh, that's a good suggestion. Crispy beef. I don't know if I've ever had crispy beef. Ooh, I do like the dumplings. Steamed dumplings is good. Hot and sour soup. Tell me how hot and how sour it is. I don't think I like that soup. I like wonton soup. Won my ton. Oh, I can't wake up, man. I'm done. I'm dead. Do you know the restaurant that has the best hot and sour soup? Have you ranked them? Goats is a fan of the hot and sour. There are no good hot and sour soup places here. That's unfortunate. I would think there's several places to choose from. It was not hot or sour. Did you demand your money back for false advertisement? They should be ashamed. The best hot and sour soup I've ever had was when I lived in that particular place. Scantron. Was it more hot and sour, or was it equally hot and sour? Did it blend it perfectly? I only have one nostril that's stuffed up, just the one. Excuse me. Have you ever thought about making your own hot and sour soup? Because that's a project I could get behind. Grove is never happy with anything? How come? He seems happy with the soup and Scantron. I need more coffee. He has tried hot and sour soup from 7 places around here, and they're all terrible because they don't cater to his extreme tastes. What extreme tastes does he have when it comes to hot and sour soup? I can't take this. Ooh, a clue scroll. Easy clue scroll. I've never done a clue scroll. I feel like I should learn how to do that. Extremely hot and extremely sour. Well, that's why I think you should make your own, and you can make it to how you like it. But I don't know the first thing about making soup in general, let alone sweet and sour soup. Hot and sour, rather. Make sure it tastes like the name of the soup. I feel as if there's a point of contention here, showing itself over hot and sour soup, which is amusing. Do 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 do. Oh my gosh. That was not a very sturdy tree at all. You can't make hot and sour soup, don't open a restaurant. Very high standards here from Grove when it comes to soup. I like it though. The point is, you can't say something is wrong because they don't cook it to what you think it should be. Why isn't this crispy beef a chicken dish? I feel as if that's apples and oranges, though. He's not claiming that it should be filled with ingredients unadvertised. Have you tried the hot and sour soup? What do you think of it? I see. I'll admit, this is the most I've ever talked about hot and sour soup. I don't even know what it tastes like. Very hot and very sour. Bob, do you still rank French onion soup? I'll be honest, man. Lately, I've been to some restaurants where the choice was French onion soup or some kind of seafood or lobster bisque. And as a rule of thumb, of course, I would go with the French onion. But honestly, these restaurants that should certainly know how to make French onion soup, they did not know how to make very good French onion soup. And then I felt like I was missing out because I got junky soup and the bisque was probably much better. And what I'm getting at is most restaurants also don't know how to make a good French onion soup. So I'm almost tired of ordering it and being disappointed. You don't like hot and sour soup? What's your favorite soup from a Chinese restaurant? Mine's wonton. The broth's gotta be tasty, though. Don't give me a watery broth. I mean, the broth consistency is probably gonna be the same, but I need flavor in that broth. Don't at me. Goats prefers wontons in their dry form. Hey, I'm all for that too, man. I pretty much like wontons in any kind of form. Don't make French onion soup if it's not French or onion. Exactly. And if you're going to be stingy with the cheese, just get out of here. What are you even doing? How did you even become a chef? I like fried dumplings. I like steamed dumplings. Dumplings are not quite wontons, but they're very similar. I want that cheese clip as a custom sound. Will you clip it, please? I'm gonna end up ordering like 15 different things from this Chinese restaurant because I want all of it. You haven't had Chinese in a long time? What do you usually get from a Chinese place? Quick, go get Chinese food before it keeps snowing. It stopped snowing? That's good. Wing ting soup? What is that? Egg rolls, of course. I love egg rolls. Sweet and sour chicken balls? Wow, I've never had chicken balls. Chicken chow mein? Wonton. I got you. I think it's like this. Wonton. Or wonton. Something like that. What's up, Monet? Shantying. What do we do with a caffeinated Bobby? Oh, gosh. Very old song that Miss Monet and I are quite familiar with. What do we do with a caffeinated Bobby? What do we do with a caffeinated Bobby? What do we do with a caffeinated Bobby early in the morning? Well, we feed him more caffeine. I thought wing ting soup was like a new type of soup that I hadn't heard of.
Full stacks, Bobby.
Ah, yeah. Full inventory just for you, buddy. Ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. It's all good, man. Wing ting soup. 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 I'll have some wing ting soup and some poverty sushi, please. Holy cow. Let's try to make that a quote. This bot apparently has quotes. Let's see if we can add a quote. Yes, let's turn quotes on. How do you do it? Quote. Quote number 0. All right. Try exclamation mark quote. See if it works for you. Hello, yes, I'll have some wing ting soup and some poverty sushi, please. Coming right up, sir. Oh, yeah. I think what ends up happening is it might randomize the quotes, but you might be able to... Not sure how it works. Ba, ba, da, da, da. Hey, good morning, Lenny. Lenny Pops in the house. How you doing this morning, Lenny? I have something for you. I have something for you, Lenny Pops. Lenny Pops, Lenny Pops, Lenny Pops. I think this is you? Yes.
Ah, oh, dang it, Bobby.
What do you think? Does it sound okay? Good, I'm glad. I thought that was a pretty good pick, Lenny Pops. Thank you for that. Thank you for redeeming. That Bobby ain't right. I want to hear it again. It was funny. Now, Lenny, it should only work for you, but I think I'm like super user here, so everything works for me. But since you redeemed the dang it, the command should only work for you.
Ah, oh, dang it, Bobby.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Please go to the clips and play French My Onion. Let's see here. Clips, clips, clips. And if you're gonna be stingy with the cheese, just get out of here. What are you even doing? And if you're gonna be stingy with the cheese, just get out of here. What are you even doing? How did you even become a chef? Oh, that's something. Thank you for clipping that. Bobby, please make that a sound for everyone. Well, Grove, if you get 10,000 channel points and you redeem, I can make it for everyone. Oh, I just gave myself a cramp in my rib cage. How's that even possible? Ooh, okay, I'm better. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Jules. I thought Linny had a good choice for her pick.
Thanks for the tip.
How many bits to make French onion? I don't know, man. Thank you for those bits, though. Maybe you'll join me and get some arthritis in your sternum. What? What's the sternum? Is that like right below your chest and above your stomach? Or is... How did you get arthritis in your sternum? Or is sternum your like collarbone area? 10,000 bits? What would that be, like $100? No, I don't think it would cost $100.
Thanks for the tip.
That's fair. Thanks, Grove, for the 100 bits. I'll make that sound just for you. And I'll make it available to everybody. You've convinced me through the power of currency. Thank you for the bits, man. So I'll make a note here. Grove requests the chef rant available to everyone. Oh, 10k bits is $10. My bad. It's the bone in the middle of your chest where the ribs connect. Yeah.
Thanks for the tip.
How'd you get arthritis in your sternum? Like, how does... First of all, how does that feel? And then, second of all, how do you get that diagnosed? And how does it happen? I have so many questions. Grove, thank you very much. Pay to win sounds. Yeah? I'm open for business. Grove, I'll try to get that set up for next stream. Since it's a sound effect that's requested for everyone to use, that's why I'll do it.
Thanks for the tip.
Whoa! Thank you, Bobby. It's for the folks. Exactly. If it was just for you, maybe I wouldn't want to do it, but since it's a donation to everyone in the sense of a chat sound for everyone, I will accept your bits for the exchange. Thank you very much, Grove, for the bits. I appreciate that. It's because I separated my ribs way back. Oh, really? Jeez, man. Do you have, like, pain then, or... I guess. How do I whisper you? I think it's /W, then my name. And then your message. It just hurts when it gets cold. Ah, okay. Well, we're approaching wintertime. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Alright, hold on, Grove. Sorry, Lenny. Try now, Grove. I have to resist the urge to nap today. If I stay up, I'll be super tired by bedtime. Yeah, that would probably be best, Lenny, because I know you have work tomorrow. So the easier it is to fall asleep tonight, the better off it'll be. To be fair, it's been better since I've not been using my desktop as much. Oh, you're more on the laptop these days? Just saying it makes me want to cry. I thought you like your job though, don't you, Lenny? Or is it just like the fact that you've been off for a while and it's tough to go back? It'll get more annoying as the years tick on. How's your shoulder doing, by the way, Monet? I actually kind of forgot to follow up and ask you. It's probably back to normal by now, I hope, after the work you had on it. It's tough to go back. Haven't worked a full week since February. Oh, yeah. Do you have any kind of tea you can drink, Lenny? Like at maybe in the evening time, it might calm you down and make it easy to sleep. I don't want to go to work tomorrow either, but it's not that. I actually don't mind work these days, which is great. I have a program what the heck is this? A random dragon just flew by? And they say size doesn't matter. Look at this dragon. It's probably a pet, I guess, but I don't know why it's just hovering here. Like, what? Whoa! I got an emote. What happened? Linny Pop subscribed. Grove has gifted to Linny Pops. Ooh, thank you very much, Grove, for gifting to Linny Pops a subscription. Much appreciated. Thank you for the support there, Grove, and thank you for gifting to Linny. And I even got, what the heck is this emote? 2020 suspicious. Thanks for the emote, Grove, and for the gifting of the sub, man. Much appreciated. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. I take sleeping medication and aids. Ah, fair enough. I need to keep my workouts up, says Monet, but other than that, it's a heck of a lot better. Good, man. I'm glad to hear that. Merry Bobmas. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Bobmas to all! Thanks again, Grove. Very nice of you to do that. What 5 emotes do we get? I think it's random. I think, like, 5 people got an emote apiece unlocked by that. So my emote that unlocked was that suspicious 2021, this one here. And probably 4 other people also got an emote unlocked. Man, Lindy's got a lot of them. Look at that. See, it doesn't unlock for everyone. It only unlocks for certain people, and I think it's picked at random.
Full stacks, Bobby.
Sorry, Grove. Luck of the draw on that one, unfortunately. Thanks again, Grove. Lenny's been a wonderful member of the Folksville community for years and years, so Couldn't think of a nicer recipient. GG, Jules. GG. How we doing towards 87? Only 83,000 to go. Since 2016. Yep. Almost 5 years going strong. I have 2 more emote slots that I haven't filled up yet. I need to get 2 more emotes. Does anyone have any ideas for 2 more emotes? Full stack with an emote with poker chips. I tell you what, folks, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to run upstairs and get some more coffee. I'm going to run an ad in the meantime. Sorry for that. I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Ah, dang it, Bobby.
No.
have returned. Thank you for sticking with me, guys. Catch up on the chat here. Classic now. Had to bring back the old classics, that's right. Oh, I forgot my coffee. Darn it, I'll be right back. I was coming back to my computer and I heard lament coming through my headphones from across the room. Lament. Okay, I've returned. With coffee this time. Alright. How you guys doing? You know what the good thing is? We're definitely going to get 87 woodcutting today. Probably not 88, but at least 87 for sure. And I'm almost out of bonus XP for woodcutting, so I'm going to have to open up my oddments store again and see what's going on there. When can we sacrifice? What are you wanting to sacrifice? Another unicorn? There's one right there just asking for it. Attack. You want me to kill that unicorn? Snort the horn powder. There's no snort option, although I wish there was, because I would do that, probably. Just kidding. Don't do that. Let's go kill those unicorns in your honor, Grove. In fact, I kind of feel like... shooting a spell at them or something. Let's see. Fire Blast. Let's see here. I need air. Alright, hold on. I need an air staff and... How many per? 3. Let's get 12 of these and see how it goes. Don't do milk, stay in drugs. drink your school. Makes sense. Look at the air. The air staff. Switching it up. Alright, Grove, let's go kill these unicorns in your honor, buddy. Wait, I'm trying to put this in my inventory. There. I've come for your horn powder. Where'd you go? A powerful spell. Here we go. What happened? Here we go. Oh, I killed that unicorn. Would not stand up to my magical prowess. Is there another unicorn around this forest? Is that a squirrel? Oh, it's a baby squirrel. I can't kill it. Here's another unicorn. Get wrecked! They told me to always drink milk for strong bones. I drank it by the gallon. I'm having problems at 30. Really? I'm sorry to hear that, Lenny. Alright, I need to kill one more thing. Mostly because I just want to use up this last 4 fire runes. This air staff. Look at all the air coming off it. Horned unicorn instead of a horned raptor. Alright, we'll go chop some yew. We'll come back. Kill another unicorn when we're done. My aunt always tells me when I was younger I used to go to her house and she would hide milk outside in the snow. Really? You drink that much? That's funny. Sounds like you might get frozen milk that way. Glad I have more coffee. I need it. I'm still not awake. It's almost noon and I'm not awake. Ice cream before dinner gives you strong bones? I suppose in theory that makes sense, since there's a lot of calcium in the milk and the ice cream. Calcium. That's a theory I'm willing to give a chance. What kind of... I mean, it's a personal question, Lenny, so if you don't want to talk about it, I understand completely. But just since you kind of brought it up, what problems do you have with your bones? Or are you referring to your knee issues? Ice cream sandwiches? I haven't had an ice cream sandwich in a long time. I've had ice cream, but not ice cream sandwich.
Ice cream sandwiches.
Do you like to eat ice cream sandwiches? Oh, they're so tasty. My impromptu song didn't really work out that well. So much you. I know, man. Gotta snort this unicorn dust to keep my strength with about me. My knee, my back, my fingers and wrists, pretty much everything. Jeez, I'm sorry to hear that, Lenny. Yeah, that reminds me of a song. My neck and my back. More like a sound clip that is in a lot of songs. I don't know what it originates from. A very nasty song? No, not that song. You're thinking of Lil Kim, a Lil Kim song. I'm thinking of something else. Oh, see, I'm wrong. You guys were both talking about the same song, and I was the one that was wrong. Is it Lil Kim? Kia? I forget who it is, but I think I know the song you're talking about.
My neck, my back.
Alright, is there another unicorn? Yes, there is. Get wrecked, unicorn! Grind up that unicorn dust, baby. Oh, yeah. Grind it up.
Full stacks, Bobby.
I have 7 packages coming between now and Thursday. Really? Are any of them for you, or are they all for other people? Technically not a full stack, not of all the same things. That's true. You caught me on a technicality. For others. Oh, look at you in the Christmas spirit, Linny. Very nice. Can we make the now for everyone? Sure. Let's do it. It's your redemption, or your sound clip, so... Let's see, everyone. Should work for everyone now, if anyone wants to give it a try. Exclamation point NAO. Yeah, they are different. I agree, Jules.
No.
And Lament is from a Sonic game that I was playing. Thanks, Jules, for making that sound clip for all the folks. Much appreciated. Indeed, Grove, indeed, fine sir. What's on the plan today, Grove? Anything specific? The only thing I'm going to buy myself is a gaming chair. Ooh, very nice. What kind of chair are you thinking of getting, Linny? Nothing over 150? Haha, got you. I hope you can find something nice. What kind of chair do you have now? Is it something you want to have replaced? Or maybe you don't have a chair at all. Excuse me. I got mad at Fortnite and broke it? Oh, I see. Sometimes things happen, Lenny. Purple and black one for sale for 80. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, can't find it anymore. Well, that's not so hot. When will we start chopping magic logs or even elder logs? Are you tired of seeing the same scenery, Ilistani? I figure I could chop some magic logs at 90. Because here's the thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm clueless, which is possible, but I don't like to get items as soon as they're available because it takes too long. So what is magic 75? So at level 90, at least I'm 15 levels above, so I'd like to think that I'll get magic logs a little bit quicker, but I could be fooling myself. Chop unicorns? You have way more yew than you need for fletching? That's true. How much XP are magic logs? I mean, Yew's already pretty slow. I mean, maybe I could switch to magic logs. I still have, like 1.3 million XP to go. So... Here you go, Jules. This one's for you, man.
Full stacks, Bobby.
A true and tried and true version where it's all the same item. That's all good, Ilistani. Let's see how many Yew logs I have. It's quite a bit. Got 6,400. I got 5,000 maple logs. I bought these magic logs some time ago to fletch. Is magic logs much slower than Yew? Because I feel like Yew logs are already pretty slow. I don't even know where to chop magic trees, truthfully. Do you know where? Elder logs are at 90 woodcutting, I think, right? Yeah. You should chop either magic or elder logs. Yeah, that's true. I'm willing to try magic. Do you know where I can chop some magic logs? I don't know where they are. Or magic trees. I could Google it, I guess, but I'd rather chat about it. Bobby, where are the sharks? They're in my bank account. My bank account with all my other junk. Like 5,000 sharks or something. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm gonna fight at some point. So I have plenty of food at least. You like sharks better than trees? I'm going for 90 woodcutting to match my 90 fishing, so sooner than later. I'm almost... Oh, you know what? I need to buy some stuff with my oddments. Oh, shoot. Guess I'm just gonna have to do it. What is this free? Oh, I already have that. What is the highest level? 120. Why 120? I don't know. It used to be 99, but then at some point they raised it to 120. I'm not sure what logic was there. There's some magic trees nearby Sears Village, south from the church, near the Sorcerer's Tower. Oh, nice. I'll check it out. I guess after this inventory load, I'll try to find those trees and see how chopping magic logs goes. Camelot teleport? Where's Camelot? Oh, here's the Sorcerer's Tower. There's some trees here. And Camelot is... Why Camelot? Looks like... Oh, wait. Hey, what's up, Obi-Dobi? Where is the great city of Izavdar? Unfortunately, I'm not sure of the answer to that. What's for breakfast? Nothing really. I think I'm just gonna skip right into lunch for my Chinese food lunch. Oh, what's up, GBO? Long time no see, man. GBO in the house. When can we sacrifice sheep? I'm not sure. Camelot's right next to Sears Village. Yeah. Good old GBO. Just got exams? Nice, man. What are you studying? What topic? Economics and math. Oh, nice, man. Good luck with your exams. Are you going to college in Belgium, or did you... I feel like one time you said you were thinking of trying to get to America for college, but... He has infinite time. I wish. What's up, Naturally Yogurt? Not a fan of college? Natural Yogurt. I'm his girlfriend. Oh, really? GBO, you got yourself a girlfriend? Hey, congrats, man. I'm in uni myself. Ah, okay. Well, nice to meet you, GBO's girlfriend. GBO and I have known each other for like maybe 5 years, right, GBO? Something like that. He used to hang out on my stream a long time ago. So I knew GBO before you did. Huh. Well, it's nice to meet you. Back when he was cringy.
Ah, dang it, Bobby.
Hey, Miss Esri. I'm sorry on his behalf. Is that to say that GBO is no longer cringy? He only was back then? Miss Esri, thank you very much for the raid. Did I miss your cosplay stream? Is that what that means? I'm sorry to say if I did. Good to see you, though. He's less cringy now. Bobby is all of our significant others. That's true. If you're having furnace troubles, I feel bad for you, son. Oh, wonderful, Miss Esri. By chance, will you have another stream this evening to show it off, or did I miss it? I'll have to check the VOD. Hey, good morning, Brainstorm Tech. What's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. I like your voice, by the way. Well, thank you very much. It's nice of you to say. Welcome to the stream, Natural Yogurt. Thank you. Just for the record, I'm a big fan of Greek yogurt. Plenty of protein in Greek yogurt. It's very tasty. Oh! Brainstorm Tech.
One more month until the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
42. Is that from
You're mine now. You belong to me.
Hitchhiker's Galaxy or something? Brainstorm Tech, thank you very much for the subscription, my friend. Much appreciated. 41 months, that's an incredible amount of time. I can't even believe it. Can I chop this elder tree? I don't think so. Whoa! Hold on a second, I gotta catch up. I need 90 wood cutting. Brainstorm Tech, thank you very much for that continued subscription. You'll have to see the VOD. Someone redeemed it for next weekend too. Ah, very good, Miss Esri. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Thank you for rating. And you don't like Greek yogurt, GBO? Grove, thank you very much for gifting a subscription to the lovely Miss Esri. And spreading that emote love. Mary Bobmas, he says. Thank you very much, Grove, for gifting to the lovely Miss Esri. That's Elder Tree, not Magic Tree. I know, I just saw it here. I wanted to see if I could do it. I don't know where the magic trees are, but I'm looking. Let me try over here. Closer to the sorcerer's place. GG, GG. Thank you, Grove. I much appreciate it, and thank you for rewarding some of the long-standing folks with subscription gifts. Very nice of you. It's like how you got French fries that are actually Belgian fries. What? Belgian fries? Oh, instead of French fries. I got you. Sorry. Alright, we're chopping magic trees for the first time here, ladies and gentlemen. Look how magical they are. Nice and purple. Criddle would like that. Let's see how long it takes me to get a full inventory of magic logs. Probably 1,000 years. This lady just teleported out of nowhere. Magic logs. IT2 is controversial. Sorry, what's that? How you doing, by the way, Brainstorm Tech? It's great to see you, man. How's your weekend going? Oh, I see. It's controversial, I got you. Do you like Greek yogurt? Is Greek yogurt considered natural yogurt? Well, I have a dog. I'm staring at her right now. She's looking at me like, why am I still sitting at the computer? But I used to have cats, and I like cats too. So can I answer both? Ooh, I got a magic log, but I didn't see how much XP it was. Ooh, 250. That's pretty good. What breed? She is a... We adopted her. But the paperwork said she is a Labrador Hound mix. Whatever that means. Pretty good so far. Making a retail webpage for my Rotary Club. Oh, that's nice. I'm lousy at it, but maybe I will get better. I would imagine so, Brainstorm. It's nice of you to take on that project. What does a Rotary Club do exactly? I could bring Divine Location to your place to help get some magic trees fast. What is Divine Location? Bob do a DNA test? I probably won't. Natural yogurt. The dog breed black cur. Let's see. I don't think this is what she is, but maybe she is. It really looks like a black cur dog. So my dog kind of looks like this. You'll see in a bit. All right, man. I don't want to give a DNA test for my dog. She's very cute. She's a very good dog. What kind of... How about you? Do you like dogs or cats? Natural yogurt? We serve our community. My club provides meals for school kids on weekends, helps build new fire station, providing gifts for foster youth, and more. Brainstorm Tech... I know you to be a very generous individual, so the fact that you've are a part of a Rotary Club that is up to all that is no surprise to me. I am assuming, and I imagine your community is very grateful for all your work. Your dog is your dog no matter what. That's right. I love both. I guess I lean on cats more. Cats are definitely a little less needy. Tell the stories about how Penelope escapes her enclosures. She just jumped on top of her crate once to escape a pen. But we don't really have a pen or a kennel set up anymore because we just live at home because of the pandemic. I sent you a Twitter clip of Jinx. Excellent, Miss Esri. Thank you very much. I will get that up and running, hopefully by next stream. I'm glad you got a recording of her. Was it hard? Brainstorm Tech's definitely a dog person. I admit seeing Jinx makes me want to add a cat to our mix. I know, right? How could you refuse Miss Esri's very cute cat named Jinx? We were talking. Hey, there's Elastani. What's up, man? Honestly, might open up my RuneScape again. Hey, why not, man? Who is Pirates? These magic trees are much closer to the bank. Alright. Let's see if I can follow you. I'm not sure who Pirates EFC is. Oh, look at these. Excellent. Thank you. The membership thing makes me not want to. Yeah, I hear you. I only play when I can buy the membership because I'm just so used to it. I don't like to play free to play. Alright, I'm ready, Elastani. Thank you for the divine location here. I'm not sure. Probably a divination skill. Chop divine magic tree. So I should chop this one instead, right? Yeah. Dang, man, look at this. Thanks, Yulistani, for helping me out. Get some more logs. What level divination do you need for that? Pay to win, Bobby. That's me, Grove, you know me. There used to be knockoff RuneScapes back in the day. Hey, that almost filled up my darn inventory, Yulistani, thank you. So did you and Natural Yogurt meet at college or university? 83 divination? Yikes. Mine's only 19. I got a bit of a way to go. It's a bit more complicated. Hey, thank you for the logs. Thank you. Through a common friend who we don't talk to anymore. Oh, okay. That's the simple version of it? Fair enough. Well, I'm sorry you don't talk to your common friend anymore, but at least you got to meet up together. Now, where were those magic trees at? I'm lost. Oh, it's over here. Hydrate. Thank you very much, Natural Yogurt, for your concern of my well-being. I will now hydrate in your honor. We have some Nestle Berry Blast flavored water here that I will take 3 sips of in your honor. Thank you for redeeming the channel reward. Excellent. Gotta stay hydrated while you game, folks. It's important. Nine minutes left on my lumberjack aura. Yeah, may as well, man. You got the, like, shark-looking outfit. Ilistani is a shark. Or maybe that's Empress. Or Studi, whatever. I don't know who's who. What are you studying in university? Can I just call you Yogurt? Nature. Okay. What are you studying in university? Nature? Visual communication design. Ooh, that sounds good. Oh, thanks for the follow, by the way. I think Nature rather followed 12 minutes ago. Thank you for that. Branching to game design. Ah, okay. Ah, thank you. I'm just a chill guy who plays some games sometimes. Do I look like a shark to you? No. Mine is 86. Let's see what this person's magic. Oh, they have 98 wood cutting. Alright, we'll see you in a bit, nature. Oh! Hey, Brainstorm Tech has gifted a tier 1 subscription to Nature. Very nice. Thank you very much, Brainstorm Tech, for that. That's much appreciated, man. Thank you very much. I'm losing the fight to stay up. Try some coffee, Lenny. Thank you, Brainstorm Tech. Thank you for gifting that to Nature and for supporting the channel. Much appreciated, man. Time to finish changing out of this cosplay and maybe find some food. Alright, Miss Esri, I'm definitely going to check out the VOD. I'm sorry that I missed your cosplay stream, but I am looking forward to seeing it. Hope you find something good to eat. Much appreciated, Brainstorm Tech. Merry Christmas. Well, I guess I'm definitely sticking around. I guess so. Hope you enjoy the stream. If you're stuck here now. Ooh, a bird's nest. Good, I'm glad. GBO's going back to studying. Good luck, GBO. Good luck with your exams, man. GBO's talked about you before, too. Yeah, I first knew him as GBO. So I guess that's the name that is gonna stick. I think it was like GBO Gamer or something like that. I don't know what GBO stands for, but... One of us. One of us. Good thing he changed that. Why? He doesn't remember what it was, even. He accidentally gave himself a nickname, and he doesn't know why. Ooh, this is some slow going, but the logs are better. GBO was always red. Yeah, I don't recognize him with a blue name, truthfully. So, Nature, are you from Belgium also? Is Belgium next to Germany? I actually don't know. I'm not the best geographer. It is? Oh, good. I'm from Turkey originally. Oh, wow. But now you're hanging out at university in Belgium? It's your choice, Grove. I like Greek yogurt. Give me that protein. XP is Ivy, money is Chop Magic, then Elder Trees. I got it, buddy. I do want money. XP gain just for the sake of it doesn't sound all that much fun. I like to have items to do stuff with after the fact. Da, 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 da. I mean, Greeks took yogurt and made it more sweet and creamy. Really? I'm into it for the protein. Oh, yeah. Do you live a go-gurt lifestyle? No way. I'm not on the go enough for go-gurt. Of logs you have, you'll get easily to 99 fletching. That's good. Also, if you want to chop... if you now chop these and then elder... Oh, I gotcha. Yep. Well, I may as well chop magic from here, I guess. Pro it, teen it. He changed it up to red. It's red on my screen. Man. I haven't touched yogurt since I was 6. My cousin told me it was alive, so I stopped eating it. Lenny, your culinary habits I find very interesting. What did we say you... There's a couple things that you had never eaten or something. What was it again? I'm gonna take these magic logs, thanks. And these too. And these too. Give me all the logs that you are dropping on the ground. Bye, thanks. That's right, crab and lobster. You never had crab or lobster, and there's one other thing. Anyway, yogurt's very good, and it's good for you. It may or may not be alive, but don't worry about that. Cheesecake, that's it. Yep. What's the best cuisine on Earth? Probably cheese raviolis with, pesto sauce all over it. Smothered all over it. Mmm. Italian? I guess. I do like Italian food. You agree? You like pesto sauce? What about you, Lenny? Have you ever had pesto sauce? It's like that green sauce. It's so good. Oh, I love it. Hashtag give me that pesto sauce. Yeah, I did grab the Milestani. Thank you, man. Or unless there's a couple more, maybe. Yep. Oh, geez. There's quite a few. Thank you, Milestani. Why is it green? It has basil in it. I think that's why it's green, the basil. All the pasta and all the sauces, but Alfredo and pesto especially. I could get behind that. You don't think you've ever had it, Lenny? I think it's very good. It's tough to describe what it tastes like, but I like it. I love it. If there's pine nuts in it, it's very expensive. But sometimes people make it without pine nuts. I could eat it every day. I love sushi too, so maybe I should put pesto sauce on sushi. Ooh, is that an idea? I would notice eating green sauce. Yeah, I'd imagine you would. It's not a common color of sauce. Hey, Listani, thanks for showing me the magic patch and moving me up in the world. See, half the reason I don't do stuff in RuneScape is just because I don't know what to do. So I appreciate the advice. Oh, sure, Listani. Thanks, man. If you like basil, Lenny Pops, then I bet you would like pesto sauce. They don't have to be for woodcutting? Yeah, I think there's one for sharks at least, right? I'm sure there's more. You do like basil? I know I've said this 1,000 times before, Lenny, but I still love that little dinosaur icon next to your name. It's cute. When I hover over it, it zooms in on it. Looks like a happy little dinosaur. Oh, really? What does that mean for you? Anything? Place might have to, like, shut down. Yeah. You know, it's no joke. It's really kind of unfortunate. We're like 9 months into this pandemic and everyone's like, well, we failed really badly to do anything about it. So let's just all go back to work, I guess. And let's see how it goes. Like, it just gave up. Woodcutting, fishing, mining, herblore, hunter, and divination. Okay. Yikes, Lenny. Well, I wish you luck. Is there really a problem if you just ignore it? Ah, you're right. Yeah, just ignore whatever's troubling you and then it goes away. Does a tree make noise if it falls in the woods with no one to hear it? Well, I certainly hope that you don't get sick, Linny. I know of a family personally that basically gave themselves all COVID because they had family dinner together. That's the news this week. Hey, Weidenbach. Yes, it does make noise. I agree with you, man. How's it going, Weidenbach? Still waiting on the snow. Is it supposed to come today? I'm not sure what to tell you, Lenny. I just don't know what to say. I certainly don't want you to get sick, but... Hey, what's up, Nate Dogg? Welcome to the stream, man. Hey, Nate, I checked my Discord, but I didn't see a message from you. Did you send one about the custom sound? Nothing much. Good to hear, man. Good to see you, Nate. 25,000 XP to go. I don't think there's any in the forecast, but it would be nice to keep things in place. Oh, that's right, with your decorations. Have you had to chase any around town, or... Alright, Nate, sounds good, man. One second, guys. I'm gonna run upstairs. Time for me to stop RuneScape for today. I've played way too much. Alright, man. Well, certainly only do what's healthy for you. Why am I on fire? It's actually my cape. This is a 15-year veteran cape. My account is very old, and I'm pretty thrilled at that fact that I get some rewards. So this cape looks pretty nice, and it has a little fire animation out the back. And that's the reward for having your account be 15 years old. Cook the unicorn. Did the first week, has not been very windy lately. That's good. I'm glad it's not a constant problem for you, Weidenbach. Where am I? I'm lost. Oh no, I'm not. Elistani, thanks for all the RuneScape advice today, man. Once I get back to chopping the magic tree, I'm going to take just a quick break and run upstairs for a minute. Lunch should be coming soon, so when lunch is here, I'm going to end the stream, but it's not quite here yet. But I'm just going to run upstairs for a brief minute. If I can find the magic trees, that is. Where are they? Here we go. Okay, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to run an ad in the meantime to take pre-roll ads off, which is always a good thing. So, sorry, but thank you for putting up with that, and I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. Lunch should be here in just a few minutes, so I'm probably gonna shut down in a little bit here, but stand up, Weidenbach. Thank you very much, man. Weidenbach has redeemed. Stand up, get the blood flowing. As gamers, ladies and gentlemen, we have to be cognizant of sitting too much. You don't want to get blood clot problems. So thank you, Weidenbach, for showing your concern about my blood circulation. Guess who's back? Me? Thanks, Nate. Man, these magic trees are getting wrecked. Thanks, Brainstorm. Back again. Grove's back. Tell a friend. This has been a very enjoyable stream. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. I am almost level 87 woodcutting. 20,000 XP to go is not too shabby. Sing Rap God? What is Rap God? Appreciate that, Jules. I think I better get going here, guys. 2 hours and 45-minute stream. Not too shabby for a Sunday morning. I'd like to thank the following individuals for hanging out here with me while we do some chopping. I want to thank Grove for the bits today and for gifting 2 subscriptions. And I want to thank Brainstorm Tech for subscribing and also gifting another subscription. It's been a very good day for subscriptions, so I really appreciate the support, guys. And I'd like to thank Percolator Time, Skunky, Brainstorm Tech, Commander Root, Ms. Criddle, Elistani, ETY, FTO Payer, Glitter, Have This Too, Ice Wizards, Joint Effort, Jules, of course, Let's Do This, Linny Pops, Monet, Mr. Grove, Miss Esri, Nate Dogg, Of the Goats, Shadowcast Demon, Silly Gnome, Tom Z, V&K, Virgo Pro, and last but not least, Mr. Weidenbach. Guess let's see if there's anyone we can go maybe raid. If there's a Folksville member that is streaming right now, I'm not sure. Miss Esri was streaming earlier, but we missed it. Nope, looks like no one's really streaming, so. Alright guys, thanks, that's gonna do it for now. It's an Eminem song? I got you. We'll see you guys soon. Have a good day. Lunchtime.